So, how important is it to have good, tight passwords? Can you describe what a good password would consist of?
A good password should be something that's not easily guessable. So you shouldn't use names, you shouldn't use whole words, you should stay away from sequential numbers. Um, Turns out that they've done some research and determined that the password 1234, 123456, 1234567 8, and 1234567 890 constitute about 25% of people's passwords on the internet, and it's a huge number of passwords. Is because people are too lazy to come up with decent passwords. You should stay away from words, like password or using your name in your password, because that reduces the security of it. There are applications that people can run that allow you to do a dictionary search for a password. So if you have access to a machine, you can actually go in and take a little program and run it, and it'll go through a dictionary worth of words and variations on words and generally find passwords, because people will use, let's say they think they're being clever and they use password, but they change the S to a 3 and the O to a 0 and the R to a 5, because they kind of look the same. It makes it easier for them to remember. Well, the bad guys know that, and they can go in and they can add that to their dictionary search, and eventually they find it. So the most secure passwords are random numbers, characters, and letters, where you mix lowercase letter, uppercase letters, punctuation marks, and numbers in random, and make them at least 8 characters long. But those are the most difficult to remember, and so people normally don't do that.
Tom, can I just ask you, so they are difficult to remember, and I know me and my memory, how do you make a random password that you can also remember?
Well, if you mix it up, you make it a lot stronger. So, for instance, let's say you like words. Well, pick 2 random words, put some punctuation between it, and add a few numbers at the end, and put some capitalization in it. So, for instance, let's say you wanted to use root password as your 2 words. Well, let's say you do root ampersand password quotation mark 385. That would be very difficult. It's long enough. It'd be very difficult to discover, and yet it's not too terrible to remember.
You have a better memory than I do.